Special interview right here in Washington, D.C., my home, at one of the most famous places in the world. This is where it all went down 60 years ago. Martin Luther King had an I Have a Dream speech, the March on Washington, right here. I'm excited to bring to you, the PIC TV Network fans around the world, the original spot. Hey everybody, PIC TV Network special interview. We down here at the Monument Grounds in Washington, D.C. I saw this man walking. Tell us why you're here today.
Man, hey, my name is Ricky Turner. I'm from the Nashville, Tennessee area. I came down for this weekend because I knew that it was the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington, and I just wanted to be a part of this historical event. I came down before in 2020. That was at the height of the racial uneasiness with George Floyd. So it could have been bigger, but due to the pandemic, a lot of the stuff was closed and a lot of restrictions, so a lot of people didn't come. But I think we still got the point over. We was tired of police brutality and all this kind of stuff. So I came down this week just to commemorate, our ancestors who came down 1963. They came in their Sunday best. They took it serious. So I always dress up because I don't take it lightly. I want to give my best. I don't care how hot it is. I don't care what the weather is. I want to come and show my support. This year seemed like the big topic would be doing away with affirmative action. And I truly believe even in America, we still need affirmative action because the playing field is not level. It's not level, so we need affirmative action. So like I said, I'll dress up in my Sunday best tomorrow. I don't care how hot it is, and support the effort in 1963. And I don't know if any of my ancestors from Tennessee came down, but I'm here to represent them and the next generation who support the March on Washington. We must continue to march, not only in 60 years, but 61, 62, all the way until freedom, as Dr. King said, until freedom reigns from shore to shore.
Yeah, and, to have you to come down here, and I want to say to everybody watching, this man got it on the airplane, came from Tennessee, paid his own way.
Yeah.
To come down here to pay your own way to this event is amazing, and so many people gave their life.
Right.
We look at the right around the corner, and tell us you walk to the Martin Luther King in the statue, and also
the last time I was here, I didn't get to see a lot of stuff because of the pandemic. They had everything closed. I really wanted to see the National African American Museum and Culture, but because of the pandemic, I couldn't get it. So I made sure that was the first thing that I did once I landed, got settled in the hotel, to make sure that I went to the museum, and then also to make sure I went to the Dr. Martin Luther King Monument. For some reason, when we marched last year, we marched right past it, and I didn't get a chance to go into and see it, but I want to make sure I got to see it this time. And I tell you, man, this day has been fulfilled just to go into the museum and look at the rich history of the African Americans here in America, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It was just breathtaking, man. It almost brought me to tears. I was kind of choked up to see all the achievement that we did, considering what we had to go through. So like I said, man, it's just been a blessed day, and I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah, and PIC TV Network, our network, is glad to have you to interview you. And this man is sharp, y'all. Look at from the head to the shirt. Look at the shop. It's the shoes we got on, you guys.
Man, representing that Southern culture. There was a lot of guys and girls who came down from Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida, because down in the Deep South, that's where really the discrimination, the oppression, the Jim Crow. So if anybody had a reason to march, it was those in the Deep South, because we really went through a lot of whites only, blacks only. The counter, sitting in at the counter, Representative John Lewis, who went to Fisk University, sit-ins at the Walgreens, at Woolworths, and all those other ones. So people in the Deep South really had a reason to come to D.C. because really, not saying it wasn't bad in the North and other parts of the United States, but in the South, they have a rich history of discrimination and racism and police brutality, lynching, all the things in the South is known for. Even today, the South still has some of those wicked ways, and we pray that one day we will live out to that the Constitution that all men are created equal. So that's
Yes.
why we must continue to march.
And I thank you so much. PIC
Thank you.
TV Network special interview. And I want to say again, this brother is on fire, man. I got a new friend from Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah.
PIC TV Network, we're happy to have him on today. We're going to come back with part 2 after this.
All righty. Thank you, man.
We're here today, folks. I have a queen here with us today. Queen, I'm so proud of you, representing New York.
You know, we gotta come through and represent everywhere we are.
Yeah, and how you feel being on PIC TV Network down here with thousands of people at this 60th March anniversary?
I feel honored. It's always great to represent and support other Black artists, other Black platforms where we can come together and share each other's voice and share each other's mission. So I'm definitely honored to be on PIC TV. And y'all can check it out on many platforms, YouTube, and don't forget the IG. Check it out. Support the King, support the movement and everything that we do as a Black community.
60 years. You know, you came down from New York to celebrate your girl's birthday. You're part of one of the greatest preachers in the world. Tell everybody who your pastor is.
So my pastor is Bishop Hezekiah Walker. He's lit all day out in Brooklyn and in PA. We have a church, but I go to the one in Brooklyn, New York, Love Fellowship Tabernacle. Yes, we do.
You just took a picture with Ben Crump.
Yes, I did. Actually, I lost my father to police brutality. I'm representing myself right now in the Superior Court. So once I get through the Superior Court, I got to do a criminal case when we get the evidence that we're looking for, because they buried my father. They never notified us. So actually, Bishop's been trying to help me get a hold of him and get in contact. So this was a great opportunity to run into him, share my name, share my story, and hopefully get the help that we need on that end as we continue to fight. As I know that I'm one of many people who has a family member who's injustice by our systemic racism in our system here in America.
Well, you coming on PIC TV Network. I got a Hello America's program where you can share your story and tell the word about it. We got to get into that.
Yes, for sure. I would love to share the message, the story, and how we can all come together really to support my dad and to support other victims and families who survived what we've been through and been going through.
Wow. When you see the sign behind us, not a commemoration, continual 60th March on Washington, 60th anniversary. How do you feel when you see that sign?
I mean, it's history, you know. Then it was history in the making, and we're carrying on this history and the legacy. And because Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream has not been fulfilled yet, and it's up to us as a people to fulfill his dream. So until we reach the mountaintop, it's up to us to keep on climbing, to keep on marching, and to keep on fighting.
She represents the Big Apple, y'all. I told her if she come back to D.C., she got to hang out with us at PIC TV Network.
For sure, for sure.
She's a star, too. She's been in some plays and stuff. We got her going down. Hey, we got Nick Cannon here today.
Yeah, a lot of
Ben
great
Crump.
people. Yeah.
Mr. Kraft.
Hakeem Jeffrey, because he's from New York, too, so you know.
Oh, it was big. The PIC TV Network is here. Thank you. Young brothers, tell me what this day means to you down here today.
Today, this day means that, hey, we get to come out here and celebrate the march. We get to come out here and be a part of something that we intended to fight for us to have a platform, because we are the voice. We are the people. We need to be heard. At the end of the day, there's day-by-day progress that we're constantly taking, even that's on the scenes, behind closed doors. You get the point. What about you, brother?
Today is a day of freedom. There was a time 60 years ago we couldn't come out. We would come to Washington, it would be segregated for us. So it's a day of freedom for us to be able to celebrate. Hey, we can go anywhere now. We can remember the time where we couldn't do that, and now we can do that now. Yeah.
Today is about continuation and representation. 60 years ago today was the original March on Washington. So I think it's important that we show up and show out and just represent for our people and keep it going. The movement isn't over. We've got more work to be done.
Wow. And what's the TV network y'all going to be checking out? TV network.
PIC TV. PIC TV.
Shout out to PIC TV, man.
Hey everybody, this is a spot where they had the big event today here, and we extended on the same stage. Ben Crump spoke here today. Nick Cannon spoke here today. Al Shop spoke here today. We had right at this spot, looking at this scene right here was amazing. This is the place where Martin Luther King gave his I Have a Dream speech, right at this place. 1963, where it all popped off, all happened. This is a sacred place, folks. You can look out there and see the cameras, you can see the monument, and you can see ultimately God's blessings. This is David Evans from PIC TV Network. We made history. Thank you. My brother, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing great.
Yeah. You enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, this is a good day.
It's a good day. You're a writer, man. Tell everybody what's going to happen on September the 9th. We're going to be here doing it again.
On September 9th, on the Smithsonian side of the monument, we're going to be having an African diaspora meeting and gathering of friends and families and brothers and sisters of the African diaspora.
Big.
That means people from the Caribbean, anywhere you are, that you're from the African origin, then you need to be there. It's a day of worship, a day to love on each other, to talk to each other, and to understand each other's experiences and things we're going through, and things we want for the next generation, our kids. Our books are going to be on display.
Yeah.
The books are talking about what our kids are facing, which is what we call the hawks of today.
Yeah.
And how to manipulate and maneuver those dangers and hawks for our kids. And then there are books of Mother Hen and the Lion's Den are the fathering and the mothering of our children, making sure that we make sure that father and parents are involved, father and mother are involved in the kids' future and how they are grown, how they are trained, and how to respect each other and how to support and develop and work together as a community as we do it long ago. That's what
everybody's invited. And come on, we're live. And Ann is the one. Come on, look at the screen.
He's one of the authors.
I know. Stand right here. We on television.
Okay.
Ann is putting everything she has into this event. Now we're not 60 years old. We're only one. We're a baby, right? We haven't even come out the stomach yet.
No, we
will come out the stomach on the 9th.
Yes.
Everybody's invited, folks. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. We're going to be on the other side of the lawn, right here. Writer's going to be here. Dancer's going to be here, and it's going to be beautiful.
It is going to be beautiful, and we're looking forward to having everyone there to celebrate with us.
And it's free.
And it's free. And we have art, we have dancing, we have music, we have the HBCUs. It's going to be just an amazing day of fun. All types of music, all genres of African.
And who's going to be first? Who's going to be number one on ours? Number one is God, right?
Number one is God. Number one is God. And then PIC TV is going to make sure they follow us. Yes. But number one is God. We're starting it and ending with
prayer. We
God.
have pastors coming.
To do the morning prayer service. And then we have the flags, all 55 flags of Africa. We have the flag ceremony. And then we have the village. We're creating a complete African village with the music.
Something for the kids.
Yes, something for and the adults as well.
Yep.
And the adults as well.
You can bring your own water.
You can bring your own water. Bring your sunglasses. Yeah, bring your own food. Just come on down and have a wonderful time. It's a family reunion.
9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the 9th. Everybody's welcome right here on the grounds that we're on. Right on the other side, though. I'm happy.
Me too. We're happy too.
Great.
Let's go. We got to give away some flyers.
Yes.
Thank you. That's it, folks. Everybody, we're here today down in Washington, D.C. at the March on Washington's 60th anniversary. And I'm excited for all of you who are watching this presentation. PIC TV Network is here to bring you the footage live with people from all over the world. Watch this. How you doing? Yeah, I'll be right back.
AFT!